RIDGID Octane power tool with the 4.9 star review. If that sounds good, check out this video. It's Story Tuesday. Roll the intro. Here it is, the RIDGID 18-volt cordless brushless 3 1/4 inch hand planer. Let's take a closer look. Alright, so let's start out with a little bit of action right away, then we can do a little bit of talking. So I'm going to set this right now to 1/64. Alright, so right here you can see we have some rough sawn cedar. It's 1/6. Let's say you want it nice and smooth. We're going to start out using this right here. Check that out, just a couple passes. It's nice and smooth already. Now it's ready for the sander. Alright, let's make a little sawdust. As you can see, this planer right here just has lots of power. If you're wondering the history of this tool, it was released about a year ago, and I seen it for the very first time while I was at a Home Depot Prospective event in Atlanta. And let's go and take a look at the conversation I had with a RIDGID representative.
How's it going, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good. Answering questions about anything? Or? Yeah, so this is our new Octane hand planers just hitting the market. Pretty cool things about it. One, so hand planers, what are you using for, right? A lot of times you're refinishing wood, doing tables, making it flat across the top. You don't get all the wobble, wonkiness going on. Where's it going? And then, of course, if you have like a door that's fitted in a new house, tons of power because that Octane connectivity. You got a smart tool working with a smart battery, right? Pretty cool feature on here too is the dust port option. So it comes with this nice bag. Collect your chips as you're going, but more importantly, you can hook up your vac, and then you can select what size you want to go. So if you need to work from this side,
you can shoot the dust out that way.
You can have the chips going that way. If I want to work from that side, I just flip the switch and they're going that way.
Nice.
So your choice makes it a lot cleaner, easier to work with. You don't get that from any other hand planer in the market.
Cool. All right, well, thank you. Check this out on the box. Industry's only adjustable chamfer depth. So right there is the arrow, and then there are the 4 settings right there for your depth of the chamfer. So right there is the groove where you line up the outside corner. So right now I'm on the deepest cut, and if I rotate it this way, that's the shallowest cut. I'm going to demonstrate a few of the settings here on this 2x4. 1/16. This takes a little getting used to, so I suggest you practice on a scrap piece of wood. 3/32. Right now I'm just going to plane the top at different settings so you can see how much wood chips fly out. Okay, 1/64. 1/32. And you may notice the brake is nice and fast when you let go of the trigger. 3/64. 1/16. And maximum 5/64. and knot. So if you want to put this edge guide on right here, you can put it on this side or you can put it on that side. So it goes in that hole right there, you twist it and that locks it in place. Or you can move it around this way. So one of the jobs I had as a home builder, I was an interior door expert, I guess you could say. So I did a lot of adjusting doors, and every once in a while I'd have to plane one down a little bit just because that was the easiest way to do it, and it worked really well and it's very easy. This is what I've upgraded from. This is my old hand planer that I inherited. It's by Wen. It's probably from about 1963 or so. Okay, let's give this a shot. Well, I think it's loud. So today I'm going to test out the RIDGID hand planer on this door right here. This is just a scrap door that I have on hand. It's a hollow core door, but I believe there's still enough material here that it can take that off. I just had to say I love the Rockwell jaw horse. When you're working by yourself, it's amazing. So I noticed when I get to the end, it seems to work better if you go a little slow. I did knock a little piece out of there. All right, looks like a few more passes and we'll be right to the paint line. So this tool right here is really quite easy to use and operate and adjust. So a couple things I just want to point out real quick. So it is a belt drive, you can see right there. That's where the belt's at. And then the dust bag right here easily comes off, goes on either side. The bag seems to lock on really nice. I'm happy with that. Let's take a look at some of the measurements. So the overall length right here, 12.5 inches, and right there, 3.25 inches. There's the kickstand, automatically goes down. You can see the belt right there. So this is a tool only. I'm using my own battery right here, a 6 amp hour battery. I do feel that this works really well. If I had my choice, I would probably go with the 9 amp hour battery, but you can definitely get by with this. So on all the boxes of the RIDGID Octane, they show this little chart right here. So if you use a Octane tool and a Octane battery, you get all that performance right there. If you use the Octane tool with a standard battery, then you only get that amount right there. If you use a standard tool and a standard battery, and then that's the least amount of power and performance. So this right here, what I'm using right here, Octane battery, Octane tool, that's the way to go. And the model number of this, RB481B. So when I take out some other things besides the instructions in the box, as I mentioned, it is 100% compatible with all 18 volt tools, work with 18 volt batteries. This is something I think is really awesome with RIDGID. It has a free parts and service lifetime service agreement. The registration is required. So if you register within 90 days of purchase, then you qualify for that. And then right here, there's a Bluetooth capability with the battery. So you can get the RIDGID app, which works really well. And if you're curious about the Octane and what all that means, if you haven't heard, the Octane tool utilizes a high performance brushless motor delivering up to 2.5 times the power. So this right here includes a hand planer, 2 planer wrenches, a dust bag, an edge guide, a hex wrench, and the operator's manual. All right, let's take a look at some of the specs on this. It weighs in at 5.55 pounds. And right there you can see the kickstand that automatically pops down so the knives don't mar your surface. There's a really nice comfortable grip right there. It's a hex grip. And then just overall it seems very well balanced with that battery attached to it. This is a cordless wet dry vac, 9 gallon by RIDGID. And I bought this optional car cleaning kit. It comes with this hose right here. It's a 10-foot premium hose. That fits right inside there. Really nice. So I just find myself using this hose all the time. Let's see how it works on the dust. All right, let's get the most wood chips out of here. I'm going to turn it all the way up to 5/64. An interesting thing to point out on this power tool, it does have double-sided blades. So if they become dull, you can turn them around, or you can also sharpen them or replace them as well. Take it off. All right, we'll try it without so you can see one more comparison. Here's a small piece of pallet wood. I'm gonna just try to take it down lightly. So I'm gonna go to the first setting, 1/64. I do find that the dust bag works really well. It does fill up pretty fast, so you do have to remember to empty it often. Oh yeah, look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. Let's clean up the sides a little bit. So if you're willing to put a little work in with this portable power planer, you can get some nice wood for free. You just got to put a little bit of labor into it. So check this out. This is pallet wood. You can just see why it's so popular. You just clean it up a little bit and get some nice wood out of it. All right, so what do you guys think about this hand planer? For me, I can see why it has a 4.9 star review. It's just amazing. It did a great job. It cleaned the wood up in a hurry. So I'm excited to take on some new projects. All right, so my goal of this video is to help you guys out by testing this out so you can see if it's right for you. In case you're considering the purchase of it, if you want to find out a little bit more, I'll have some links down below. You can read all the reviews and you can see some other questions and comments that people have there as well. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.